With SchoolBridge, you can connect your community and increase engagement by making it easy for your users to sign in, find information they need, and get things done. SchoolBridge automatically synchronizes with your school's student management system, extending the range of services you can provide your users, while at the same time helping your administration team save time and be more efficient. This data sync happens automatically on a daily basis, and there's nothing to manually import, and your system is always up to date. SchoolBridge allows students, staff, and caregivers to all sign into the same place using a single username and password to access all of your services. The system recognizes the year levels, groups, or roles the user is attached to, and then they are served information and services specific to them. When a caregiver is unsure of their account details, they can sign in using Magic Link. The caregiver simply chooses the Magic Link sign-in option and enters the email address that they have registered with your school. Then SchoolBridge sends them an email containing a time-sensitive link that they can click, and they are automatically signed in. SchoolBridge further enhances convenience and ease of access for your users, giving them single sign-in access to the services you offer. This means that once signed in, your users have access to all of the other services you offer, and they will not have to sign in again in another system. Once signed in, users see a group-specific dashboard that contains essential information, links, and apps. There are separate dashboards for students, staff, and caregivers, and you can also use a public dashboard to offer links and information to users before they've signed in. Your team have complete control over what icons are shown and what they link to, and can easily change them at any time. Within a given group's dashboard, you also have the flexibility to further personalize what is offered by setting access to specific icons by staff department, student year, or groups. SchoolBridge offers quick and easy absence reporting for caregivers, including requesting exit passes. Absence reporting is done by caregivers via the secure connection to SchoolBridge, so you can be sure that the absence report is authentic. Caregivers can also view a complete record of every absence that has been submitted for their student. The system also makes it easy for your administration staff to process the submitted absences. You can specify which members of your team have access to the report area, where they can export the data to your student management system without the need for manual entry. SchoolBridge makes it fast and easy for caregivers to switch between accounts. Families with more than one child will see Switch Siblings as the first option on the dashboard. Clicking this icon will invoke a list of their children, and they can choose which account they need to switch to. Declutter your public website and make important information easier to find and more secure by moving it into SchoolBridge. The Resources area in SchoolBridge allows you to share staff and student manuals, documents, links, videos, anything that you might need to share with your internal audiences. You can target what you share with specific year levels, departments, or groups that you have defined in your student management system. Resources can be linked to directly from the user dashboards and can consist of any kind of media: multi-page documents, downloadable files, videos, slideshows, anything you need to share with your community. SchoolBridge makes sending alert messages more reliable and effective, as you can send messages directly to the intended people without relying on them to manually subscribe to groups. Because SchoolBridge creates a backup of your data in the cloud, you'll always be able to send important alerts and information to your community, even if your SMS is inaccessible and regardless of your location. Alerts can be sent as free push notifications for users with the SchoolBridge app, or as text messages or emails, and depending on your needs, you can use any combination of message type. Prevent lost student ID cards and reduce costs by using the digital ID card in the SchoolBridge app. The ID cards are accessible right from the main dashboard and are available for both students and staff. The card is generated automatically with the student or staff photo from your student management system and feature a barcode that conveys the student ID or staff code. SchoolBridge includes a complete solution for going paperless with permission slips and general purpose forms. The system makes it easy for staff to create a new permission slip by choosing from a library of preset forms and then adding the necessary event details for caregivers. Then, thanks to the connection with your student management system, it's easy to choose the recipients by selecting from your subjects, year levels, groups, or add people individually to create a new group. All student and caregiver contact information is included, and staff are alerted to any health flags as recorded by your student management system. After it is sent, caregivers receive an email notification or a mobile alert if they use the SchoolBridge app. Tapping the notification link automatically signs them into SchoolBridge and loads the form in question, where they can read all of the details, fill in the attached form, and give their approval. On the status page, your staff can monitor the responses, see who has paid, and send reminders to those caregivers who have not yet responded. Within a school, there are many processes that staff need to get approval for. Professional learning development, staff leave, EOTC event proposals, and more all require an array of forms and approvals, and it can be a challenge to stay on top of all of the components. Depending on the workflow, there may be multiple forms involving several approval stages and needing approval from staff members at specific times. There is also a certain amount of back and forth communication required between team members to work out any issues. All of this can be difficult to manage with traditional systems. SchoolBridge's staff forms solves this by giving you all of the tools necessary for gathering data and managing approvals in one centralized location. When a staff member starts an approval workflow, they work on the initial form, and when ready, they submit it to the predefined approvers. Each approver can review the submission and add additional forms if required, or send it back to their submitter to request more information before they give approval. Everyone involved is kept in the loop at each stage of the process via email and push notifications. Each submission includes a discussion area where both the submitter and your approval team can have a running conversation to deal with any issues with the submission. Once the submission is approved, a review stage can be added that allows the submitter to reflect on the outcome via a review form to bring the process full circle. Because SchoolBridge keeps everything in one place, you have total overview of everything that has occurred around each submission, and you can easily find and export a submission when needed.